Tonight, I want to talk directly to the Minnesota citizens. Since I have been sworn in here at the state legislature on January 3rd, it's obvious that the Republican Party is in the minority. And it has been greatly disappointing to me to see the lack of democracy happening here at the state legislature in committees, the amendments being denied, the lack of speaking, coming to reasonable results. To give you a little background about me, I grew up on a farm. And, I would say our family was a very democratic family, right? Farmers is in the name. Farmers, laborers, union workers really made you feel like the party was for the small person. It was to help someone up. It was against big business. It was against big corporation. It was against those awful rich people. Right? That's the messaging. That's what I've heard. What happened, Minnesota? Your Democrat Party has completely flipped. Tonight, they took reasonable amendments and voted against farmers. They took reasonable amendments and voted for eminent domain to take away your land. Tonight, the Democrat Party voted against miners, voted against northern Minnesota, and the people of the state. Tonight, the Democrat Party voted against rural greater Minnesota. Tonight, the Democrat Party voted against co-ops, 1/3 of our energy grid. Tonight, Democrats in Minnesota, in this legislature, voted against our neighboring states, voted against North Dakota, said they don't care if we get sued. Tonight, Minnesota, Democrat Party voted against small businesses, voted against families as we watch our energy prices soar. You can believe the lies. You can believe the lies that your energy prices are going to decrease. Lies, lies, lies. Your energy prices will greatly increase, estimated $1,000 to $4,000 per household. Why? Because we are double paying our rates. That goes to the ratepayer. All of these places that have contracts with the coals, the natural gas, you will be double paying. So when they say your energy is cheaper, they're conveniently leaving out all of that infrastructure that we still have to pay for. Minnesota, I am talking to you because what happened to this Democrat Party that said they were running on democracy, that they were here to work, that they cared about the people? Tonight, the Democrat Party has forgotten about the rural communities. I sit on the Climate Energy Committee. It was truly appalling to me to see a bill this big that touches every area of Minnesota, every occupation, every person, and for this to be driven through one committee. And why? Why? Why the urgency? This is a 2040 bill. We're 17 years out. So why the urgency to not get this right, Minnesota? Why the urgency for the Democrats to leave all of these good amendments on the table? In my committee, I literally heard a testifier say that they didn't know how we were going to get to carbon-free energy in 2040. And then they followed that up and said, but we have to have faith. We have to have faith. Hey, Minnesota, we don't know how we're going to get to carbon-free energy by 2040, but I want you to know We have to have faith, Minnesota. You should be angry about this. You should be angry that the majority party is not listening, that they are driving through an energy bill that's irresponsible, dangerous, unreliable, unsafe energy. And by the way, they also voted against preventing slave labor. I don't know what happened to the Democrat Party, Minnesota. It's not the party I grew up with. Your party has changed. Instead of being for the little person, the farmer, the small business owner, the family that's going to pay dearly for this price, Minnesota, instead of the Democratic Party being with you, Minnesota, they are with mandates, big government, corporations pushing through, driving this solar energy bill that will increase, and you will pay for it on your tax dollars. I'm not sure how many people over here work in business. This is an economy-killing bill. We are going to drive our workforce out of the state of Minnesota. And today, Minnesota, I'm sad. Because I am sad. Democracy dies here today on this energy bill, that they refuse to listen and that they refuse to take one of our decent amendments. Minnesota, pay attention to what is happening here. This is not the Democrat Party that we all knew, loved, and grew up with here in Minnesota.